So it's been like a week since I made a video. I'm sorry if this kind of catches you off guard. My beard was pretty much dying, so I decided to shave it off, start anew. I wish I would have taken the video where I gave it a Viking funeral, but that was just out of curiosity to see if beards really would catch on fire. Spoiler alert, they do. I also been struggling as usual with insomnia. Been taking melatonin, but one of the side effects of that is you sleep longer than you intend to. There are some topics I do want to talk about. I just want to figure out how I want to make those videos. But one thing I wanted to talk about was something I did want to talk about when it was relevant last year, but now has gotten relevant again. And that is the story of boogie2988. Recently, there was a warrant for his arrest, and he turned himself in, and then he bailed himself out with a $5,000 bond. Now, for any of you who's not caught up on the boogie2988 fiasco, sometime last year there was a guy who was, I think his name was Frank Hassel or something like that, and was harassing boogie2988, and Boogie stepped out of the front door armed with a revolver and gave off a warning shot, which, either stand your ground or duty to retreat, depends on what state you live in, but it's kind of agreed upon, depending on what state you live in, that, firing off into the air, especially in a residential neighborhood, is not a good idea, safety and legal wise. I will give updates on boogie2988 situation if there's any updates on it when I can find it. But one other thing I wanted to talk about was my personal history with boogie2988. I think there was a lot of people who used to subscribe to boogie2988. I myself subscribed to him when he did his Draw My Life video, and out of sympathy I subscribed to him. Like, I've watched his videos before when he was Francis, but I didn't really had any inkling to subscribe to him. It's like kind of like in similar vein to like McJuggernuggets or Kid Behind a Camera, which to me they're like the YouTube variety of junk food. It's okay once in a while, but it's not healthy in the long run. But it wasn't until 2018 or 2019 when I started watching videos about boogie2988, about the downfall of him. And that was when I was where I unsubscribed to boogie2988. Now, normally when it comes to, unsubscribing from someone, sometimes I give the benefit of the doubt, like especially with the Pro Jared fiasco, when I initially unsubscribed to Pro Jared because of that. But I did watch his video months later, and I kind of decided to resubscribe out of, well, maybe he is right. And of course, I didn't even know who James Charles was until he did the Tati video. Like, I don't follow all that stuff. But I did talk about it about a year or two ago, about cancel culture and sometimes when people get canceled for the wrong reasons. But especially with like boogie2988's and James Charles' case, their cancellation is pretty well deserved. And especially now with the current legal troubles that boogie2988 is going in. And like I've said earlier in the video, I will do my research on it and see the updates, and I'll report on them as I can. But all I gotta say is, the once big YouTuber who was once called the Mr. Rogers of the internet may have a lot of skeletons in his closet. But that's kind of like the subject I wanted to talk about today, because I don't have the energy right now to do anything else. But I'm glad if you like this video. If you like my videos, please leave a like and subscribe. This is all I have right now. Until then, see you next time.